Okay, welcome back for some more Pokemon VGC analysis 2014. Today we'll be looking at Ferrothorn, one of my personal favorite Pokemon to use. Ferrothorn, very awesome Pokemon. Underrated in 2013 and 2012 series. It has definitely proven itself. You might have seen it in common rain teams because it was really good. Strong points, again, fantastic typing, weak only to fire. 4 times weak to fire, in fact, but it's also weak to fighting. But you don't really use any fighting type moves unless you're like Mega Kangaskhan. So, most basically, it's just fire. But it is a 4 times weak to fire, so that's why people use it in rain. Amazing move pool. It can be used offensively or defensively, like Rotom Wash. Amazing defenses and pretty good HP. I mean, if you look up its defenses and HP, it is a really good wall. Synergizes with many Pokemon. It actually does, offering some support. Great for Trick Room or countering Trick Room. Yes, Ferrothorn is very slow and most likely will be moving first in Trick Room or going last in a non-Trick Room battle. Counters common Pokemon like Rotom Wash. Very nice. It can also counter Mega Kangaskhan that's not running Fire Blast or Hammer Arm. And its weak points, 4 times weak to fire, obviously. The attack stat isn't the greatest. I don't even think it's above 100, so not the best. And a lot of Pokemon have been carrying fire moves, especially like Special Tyranitar that's been carrying a Fire Blast, Salamence, and there are a lot. Here are some examples of Ferrothorn. This was used probably, most likely you have seen this in rain teams in the 2013-2012 series, but it works. It works. Ferrothorn leftovers, my favorite item on Ferrothorn. Iron bars. There is the hidden ability Anticipation, which is great for scouting like Hidden Power Fire, which is very nice. A standard moveset was Power Whip, Substitute, Leech Seed, and Protect. If you could get a Substitute and Leech Seed, you were good for a wall. Anyway, 252 HP, obviously run the max. 124 defense and 132 special defense with a sassy nature. It's just a wall, and it allows like some balance between the defenses. And you're gonna run a speed lowering nature because most likely you're not gonna be outspeeding anything but Shuckle. And the 0 speed Ivies also help in Trick Room. The most common Ferrothorn in 2014 right now is the Lumberry Ferrothorn that Ray Rizzo brought to Virginia Regionals. Iron Bars, obviously the ability with Power Whip, Gyro Ball, Protect, and Leech Seed. He ran an offensive Ferrothorn. That's why I said it could be used offensively or defensively. With 252 HP, 204 attack, and 52 special defense. Brave nature, 0 Ivies in speed, health with Trick Room, and Ferrothorn, really awesome Pokemon. I personally like it, and I hope you decide to give Ferrothorn a chance. Other moves Ferrothorn can learn are Thunder Wave, which is a nice setup. Gravity, if you're running like a ground type, like Garchomp, get rid of that Rotom Heat, that Rotom Wash, the Zapdos. Seed Bomb if you want a more accurate move than Power Whip. Toxic, which is a stall move, but I think Leech Seed is good enough, to be honest. Payback, you're most likely going last, and it's going to get a base power 100, not bad. Rest, Chesto, it's not the greatest Ferrothorn, but it can work. Facade, if you're worried about getting burned or something, Facade can be a great move. Bulldoze, which is an interesting move that a lot of people don't know Ferrothorn can learn, but it can be really good if you use it right. Sword Stance is a great setup move. Especially with Ferrothorn's high defenses, you can set up a sword stance easily and KO somebody with like a gyro ball. Ingrain, great with Leech Seed and Substitute, because it's going to make Ferrothorn a pain to KO. Curse, increases attack and defense, it's like a bulk up, and lowers the speed for Ferrothorn even lower for a Trick Room guarantee. And Explosion, interesting. It's definitely viable, but most likely I wouldn't recommend Explosion. But if it's like a last resort and you just want to nuke the field, go ahead. Iron Head for, I don't know, I try to get that flinch axe. Iron Defense, really stall move basically, and it would just be better to have Curse. And item choices you can have on Ferrothorn. Obviously, I mentioned Lumberry and Leftovers. That's the usual items you see on Ferrothorn. And you can have Citrus Berry. I honestly think Leftovers would be better, but if you're going for something unique, Chestoberry for the rest. Again, if you want to have something like, unique on your team. Life Orb, definitely viable. I've used Life Orb Ferrothorn. It was boss. Gyro Ball just KO'd Hydreigon and Salamence, and it was pretty interesting how that went. Rocky Helmet, definitely a great option if you don't want Leftovers or Lumberry. Because anything that physically hits Ferrothorn, it's like a Garchomp Rough Skin. They'll be losing 25% of health every time they attack it, and especially if that's a Mega Kangaskhan. Yeah, I would not like to be that opponent. Assault Vest increases special defense, but you can't use Leech Seed or Protect. I guess it could be great if you could set up or something, but Assault Vest could be interesting if you want to go for it. Akaberry, it's actually a great choice for Ferrothorn. With Talonflame in the metagame and Charizard Y, but most likely you're not going to bring in a Ferrothorn against a Charizard Y. Unless you want to use Thunderbolt like the picture's using. Anyway, to be serious, Akaberry, definitely viable. Talonflame, Tyranitar. There are a lot of Pokemon that use fire moves now, and Akaberry is definitely a useful item to have. Quick Claw, if you're feeling lucky, you just want to, go first, and if you think you have good enough luck, definitely go for it. I almost lost to Quick Claw Tyranitar in the first round of regionals last year, but I still was able to pull comeback, so it's still scary if you can get Quick Claw like that. Weakness Policy, very, very viable option for Ferrothorn, especially if you're going up against a Mega Kanga who uses Power Up Punch, and you get a +2 Ferrothorn. Gyro Ball's gonna kill it. It is stab. It is really awesome if you can get that. Some damage calcs you might want to know. A 252 Special Tech Adaptability Mega Lucario or Spear versus 252 HP, 140 Special Defense Ferrothorn. It's a guaranteed survival. You can survive a 252 Adamant Attack Parental Bond Mega Kangaskhan's Hammer with just 252 HP. You don't even need any defense. If you're running offensive Ferrothorn like Ray is a 204 Adamant or Brave Attack Ferrothorn. Power Whip versus 252 HP and up to 40 defense. Rotom Wash is a guaranteed kill. And 204 Adamant or Brave Attack Ferrothorn. Gyro Ball, which is 150 base power. That's the highest base power you can get with Gyro Ball. Get 4 HP, 0 defense Salamence. About 3/4. Which is pretty awesome, actually. And there's 204 Brave Adamant Attack Ferrothorn, Power Whip versus 252 HP, and 4 Defense Bolt or Relaxed Nature Politoed. it's a guaranteed kill. So Ferrothorn will do a lot of damage. It can survive quite a few hits that aren't fire. Close combat Mega Lucario will probably kill it with adaptability. Ferrothorn counters, which is... I love that picture. Gourgeist. Ferrothorn can't do anything to Gourgeist. The Gourgeist will just Will-O-Wisp the Ferrothorn and it will be good day. Fire moves, obviously 4 times weak stab. Ferrothorn is not going to live 4 times weak to fire attack, except maybe hidden power fire. Lucario, great counter on the Ferrothorn, resists both stab moves, and can get off like a close combat or spear and do a lot of damage. Burn and Intimidate, if you can get rid of that attack stat and inflict damage, the Leech Seed won't even matter. Scissor, Ferrothorn can't do anything to Scissor except Leech Seed, and Sword Stance Scissor will basically get the KO. Substitute Etchy Slash, one of the best counters to Ferrothorn with King Shield and Substitute abilities. So I hope you like this Ferrothorn VGC 2014 analysis. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Everything helps. Be sure to share on Facebook, Twitter, or whatever. Everything helps. Be sure to like for more 2014 VGC Pokemon analysis. I really enjoy helping you people, for whether you're a novice or a veteran trainer, to understand certain Pokemon and how to counter them or how to use them. And Ferrothorn, definitely common Pokemon VGC, and I hope you can see why after my analysis. So be sure to check out my other analysis. I've done Rotom Wash and I've also done Smeargle. So some links will be on your screen, and I'll see you guys next time.